So in this video, we're going to focus on lead lists and specifically the importance of using LinkedIn URLs to generate your lists of prospects. Now, the way that Twain works is that once you give it the LinkedIn URL, it will go through their profile and enrich the data with many different data points, such as their challenges. So what's hard about their job or what could they be struggling with? The task, so what's the typical task for somebody with this job title and this type of company? And also what their focus is. Where do they spend most of their time working on, or what do they work on in their role? Now, it's really important that we add in the LinkedIn URLs so that we can actually enrich that data and make sure that the data is up to date. So how you would go about doing that, you can do that when you go through creating a campaign in the first place, but you can also add additional leads to your campaigns. Simply click the plus button here and you have three options: lookalike, lead list, and add manually. Now, again, another reason for using the LinkedIn URL is that in the background, Twain will go and double verify the email addresses. So it will look at the various data sources they have access to find a valid email address for them. So the simplest way is to upload a CSV. So here you would go to select file and then select a file that you have previously saved as a CSV of LinkedIn URLs. You can also add manually. So LinkedIn URLs you can add manually here. So you would go to LinkedIn and you would paste in some leads. So maybe you found a couple of additional prospects that you want to add to this campaign. This is a fractional CMO campaign. So let me go and find some additional fractional CMOs. So to save time, I've just put together some URLs. So here is one, and I want to add another. This one is, his name is James. And already it's enriching that data. So it's found Miranda and it's going to find James's profile. I'm going to click add leads. At the moment, I have 41 leads in this campaign, but it's going to add both of these leads to the campaign as well. So right down at the bottom, we've got James and Miranda, and I can generate my copy to create the personalized messaging for these two additional prospects that I've added to the list. So now that these leads have been added to this campaign, I might want to add even more through a lookalike search. So I'm going to click the plus sign again, click on lookalike, and there's two ways now. There's to find similar to already added leads or to set new filters. Let's preview the find similar to already added leads. So it's going to look at the 43 leads and look for things in common. So it's not always going to be perfect, but what I'm really looking for is fractional CMOs. So I can see that Vishal is a fractional CMO and I can approve. We've got James, who is a fractional head of marketing. So very good that it's picked up that head of marketing is similar to a CMO. So I'm happy with that one. I can preview up to 5. This is all totally free. Georgina is a fractional CMO. Perfect. We've also got part-time marketing director. So it doesn't actually say fractional, but that is exactly right. And let's have a look here. We've got fractional chief marketing officer. So this has worked absolutely perfectly. All 5 of the lookalikes have been found. And now I can add these leads. This is completely for free. I'm not being charged anything at this point for finding this additional data. So I uploaded a list of 40, but now I can actually increase that list to 1,000, which is absolutely incredible. For the purpose of this example, let me just do 100, and I'm going to add these leads for free to my campaign. This is the campaign for fractional CMO, and I've gone from having 42 leads to now having 142. And I can see that I believe they're added to the top or the bottom. I can't know. They're added towards the bottom here. And I can tell that these are the new ones because they haven't been generated just yet. So let me just go and check. I always like to double check that the leads that are being added are correct. And having a quick look at the preview of the prospect here, and then seeing that CMO, this looks good. On-demand CMO, so that would be fractional as well, which is great. So I'm now generating the copy for this particular person. So I've got that here. Hi Joe, relying on referrals and sporadic content leaves many fractional CMOs without a steady stream of clients, making a consistent client acquisition tough. So now if I'm happy with all of this, I can export these leads and I can find their email addresses if I want to. That will cost additional credits, but it's a great way to find those valid emails. I'm going to generate, which will use 239 credits. And because the list is a little bit larger of 142 prospects, it's going to take a little while to get all of that data ready. But I'm going to receive a notification where I can export these leads and put them into the sequencer that I want to use, or to a CSV where I can reach out to them manually. While this is generating the messaging in the background, let me go and show you how to find even more prospects using the lookalike search. Again, I'll click the plus sign here, click on lookalike, and then set new filters. Now I can build lookalikes based on the LinkedIn profiles or by companies. From my experience with the lookalike search, if you are searching via profiles, so by individuals, it's usually best if you're reaching out to people like fractional CMOs or people who are in a specific location. It can be quite hard to do this at scale because of the way that this uses a vector database to actually find these lookalikes. So if you're reaching out to particular departments or company sizes, it might be best just to run by companies. But if you're reaching out to individuals that are talking about a similar topic, or the fractional CMOs, for example, then the person lookalike will work quite well. So let me just go and find some additional LinkedIn profiles. I've got a few here that I haven't used just yet. So the first one is Tony. Then I've got Jeff. And then I have an additional one here as well. So I've given it 3. All of these are fractional CMOs. So now I want to preview my leads. It's just going to take a little while to enrich this one. And now I can look at my preview lookalikes. So I've got senior consultant at Independent International Consulting. Marketing, yeah, perfect. It's found one. Marketing consultant, that will work. Investor relations manager, so that's not correct. And I can say needs to be fractional CMO marketing. And senior director of marketing and strategic. This looks like this person is fully employed, so that would be a dismiss as well. And this one isn't 100% correct either, so I'm dismissing those. Let's just add 25 more and see what the results are like. So now that it's added my additional 25, I can see that they've been added here because the sequence hasn't been generated just yet. But I can see that this person is global brand management at a pharmaceutical company. So this one isn't correct. So I can simply delete them. Strategic consultant and agency lead, that might likely be somebody that I want to reach out to. Senior strategist, former marketing consultant, so that would be one, so generate. So I would work through the list here, and of course there's going to be some leads that aren't the right fit based on the lookalike search as well. Let's have a look at Zara, so generate. So once I click generate, it's going to do 2 things. It's going to enrich the profile and then also write the copy. So what I want to see of those that I've clicked on recently, which was Zara. So I can see that Zara Pearson is a consultant, and I can quickly click on the LinkedIn profile just to double check and see if they are the right type of person. Creative brand, a business development consultant. So actually Zara's not right for this particular campaign, but that's okay. I can simply delete them. Then we've got Anna. I can have a look at their LinkedIn profile. Worth noting that actually I can look at the LinkedIn profile of the prospect without spending a credit on generating the message for them. So let me have a look at Anna, marketing consultant, outpace strategy. So yeah, that is the perfect fit of who I want to reach out to. So let me spend a credit and generate the message and enrichment for Anna. So that's how we use the lookalikes on the people search. Okay, now I want to walk you through the company lookalike. And for this case, because I've built a campaign already for fractional CMOs, I need to create a new campaign to look for lookalike companies. So I'm going to click on new campaign. And the persona is going to be, I'm just going to choose founder, continue, lookalike, and I'm going to choose by company. Now I can add in the company website or LinkedIn page and then also enter the target job title. So in this example, what I want to be looking at is a company called Pleo. Pleo is a spend management platform. And I actually want to target the head of HR, head of people, and preview the leads. So now it's using the company. So the company is spend management, the category, and then the people that it's looking for in this category should be head of HR, head of people, because it's a different campaign that I want to be reaching out to. So we've got Circular. Circular is an expense platform. Awesome. VP of People and Culture. Perfect. I can now go through here. I can see we've got Vice President of Global Human Resources. Amazing. American Express Global Business Travel. So that's great. This one is VP of HR and is driving force behind the world's most meaningful customer experience. Intelligence communication, parcel locker, and mail. So that's not quite the fit that I'm looking for. But let's have a look at the other previews. Yordex, financial services. Yep, so that's spot on. Paylocity, yep, awesome. Okay, I love the way in Twain that I can just hover over the company and get a full description of that company. And that's why it's so important to have the LinkedIn URLs. So let's just say I am happy with the initial. It's not all perfect, but I'm going to click continue. And I'm just going to quickly go through this just to demonstrate the example to show you the different people that I've got, not even looking at that. Twain Auto, email only, create campaign. And within a few seconds, it's going to pull through those 50 leads. And now I'm going to have a look at Paylocity. And this is correct. So HR is good. Manager HR applications at Paylocity. Okay, so it's pulling through a lot of people at Paylocity. Now let's have a look at Yordex. Is this the right company? Your payments your way. Yep, perfect. It is a payments company. Tony, again, you can see I can click on the LinkedIn profile to have a look at the individual as well to see whether this is the right person. So American Express Global Business Travel, that's great. Let's go down a couple more. Circular, so this was one I believe I saw. It's looking at the profile, it's got the right job title, head of people, that's perfect. I can just go back here and click the website. This one I believe is in German, but leading spend management platform. So for building that list and going from not having any prospects to reach out to only putting in the company URL and the ideal job title, I've built a list of 50, although I'd say probably about 40 are correct, but I can go through and just simply delete them. So Twain isn't just helping me build customized and personalized sequences for people, it's actually doing my list building for me as well, which is just simply incredible. Not only is it incredible, but it's also free to build these lists of lookalike audiences.